Okay, good. Okay, I'm calling the meeting to order for the regular meeting of the Marin Municipal Water District, June 2nd, 2020. Can I get a motion to adopt the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
So actually, President Gibson, we're going to go ahead and do a roll call.
Oh, I'm sorry, yep.
Thank you. Director Bregman?
I have wanted to make a comment. It sounds like you guys may have been talking about it before I got on, but the instructions don't instruct folks how they can actually get in the queue for live streaming. So I don't know if I kind of obviously came in late, but I think it would be helpful, since I think we're going to be doing this for a while, to put directions in our packet so people know how to log in and participate. And I actually think we should have a link to maybe some little instructional video showing people how to sort of navigate the program. So I think Zoom is great, but I think the one deficit is public participation. So I'm sure we can, improve it as we go through this process. So
Good. Well, thank you. We had not been talking about that, so value added. Thanks very much.
thanks.
Hi. And do we have any public expression?
There is no public expression.
Wait. I think we didn't vote on.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. Yeah, we need the roll call vote.
Okay,
Right.
Thank you. I'm sorry about that. So I'm just going to restart if that's okay. Director Bregman?
Aye.
Director Kohler? Director Kohler?
Aye.
Director Quintero?
Aye.
Director Russell? I'm sorry.
You're on mute, Larry.
Director Russell?
There we go. Aye.
President Gibson?
Aye.
Thank you.
All right.
And I would like to say one thing, Jack. Jack, hang on one second.
Sure.
I'd like to thank Charisse for making the changes to the front of the agenda. And I think there is a link, Larry, to the live stream. There's a URL there for the live stream.
Oh, you're on it is. Yeah, it's on the front page. I see that.
Right, but it instructs folks to send their comments in by email, and they can actually weigh in. They can chime in if they know how to navigate Zoom.
So
it's a little more,
I see what you're saying.
yeah.
Actually, I'm sorry to interrupt. Director Bregman, so for our board meetings, they're being live streamed. We don't have any audience participation via Zoom for the board meetings. For our committees, we have that option.
Does the live streaming preclude us from the public participation? Maybe it's something we could look into.
I don't think it does.
No, it doesn't.
Director Bregman, why don't we take your comments and see what we can do to enhance participation, including thinking about the board meetings during this time. Do we migrate completely to Zoom? Do we do both platforms for the public and come up with, share with the board what we're thinking between now and the next board meeting?
That would be great. Thank you.
Okay, I guess we're on the director's announcements. Larry Bregman, you have any announcements?
No, but like Cynthia, I saw Cynthia's email. I just wanted to say something about George Floyd. And if you'll just give me about 90 seconds, I'll just read it.
Okay.
Our country's at a crossroads as to whether we're going to be a democracy which provides equal opportunity, or a hollow republic which drapes itself in noble but empty words. There's nothing new about this decision point. It's been generational and institutional failure that we're still stalled at this familiar place. We've been a deeply divided country for a long time. When I grew up, war was raging that consumed lives of many of the most noble and trusting who responded to the call of duty. But the streets were on fire with rage of inequality and despair. And when the smoke cleared, we were at the crossroads. We may feel safe and distant from the repugnant killing of George Floyd, but as Supervisor Connolly reminded me today, the 2018 Race Count Survey demonstrated that Marin County has the highest racial inequities of any county in California. In 2019, Attorney General Xavier Becerra had to step in to issue the first desegregation order in California in 50 years. That was down in Sausalito in Marin City. So Marin is still at the crossroads too. Our work at this district may pale in comparison to the crises of climate change, pandemic, and inequality enveloping our streets and public offices. But through our work at the district, we can demonstrate our devotion to a common purpose of protecting the public good for all. And that really is an essential tenet of democracy. Every day, we all have opportunities to enhance our common purpose and interdependent humanity. I'm committed to this purpose, but I know I must do better. We must all do better. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Larry. Cynthia, do you have any comments?
I don't have any comments relevant to the MMWD board. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Armando?
I don't have any comments.
Okay, thank you. Larry, Russell? Larry Russell, any comments?
I'd like to thank for his comments.
Mhm. Okay. Okay, I don't see Ben, but I heard him. Any general manager's announcements?
Yeah, part of the, I don't have any, President Gibson, part of the, where we find ourselves is I get to see you on Zoom and I'm sitting here, but if you're watching the streaming, you can see me. But yeah, I'm unfortunately not on the Zoom with you.
Okay, all right.
I'm back alive, Jack. Can you hear me?
Yes. All right, I guess I'm looking for a motion to.
Okay. What I was trying to say before.
Okay, we lost you again.
No, I'm here. You were talking, so I wasn't sure I was supposed to talk.
Okay, no, go ahead.
So all I wanted to say was that Zoom is giving me a hard time tonight, FYI. It's one of the problems with the internet. I wanted to thank Director Bragman for his comments tonight.
Right.
That was all I had.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
All right, can I get a motion for the consent calendar?
Motion to approve the minutes.
That's,
I make a motion for the consent calendar.
yeah. I'm sorry.
And I'll second.
Thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and do a roll call if that's okay, President Gibson.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yes, please.
Director Bragman,
Aye.
Sure, go ahead.
Aye.
Director Kohler,
Aye.
Director Quintero, Director Quintero,
Aye.
Director Russell,
Aye.
Hi.
President Gibson.
Aye.
Thank you.
That brings us to our regular calendar, and it's number 3. First on the regular calendar is the resolution 8574, authorizing the register of voters, I think, to set the election for November 3rd for the 2 districts that are up. Anybody presenting on that?
Move approval.
This, of course, is the routine item that we do prior to board elections to be consistent with requirements governing those. So with that, we bring the board a resolution to move this forward to support the regularly scheduled election in the jurisdiction.
Okay, all right, thank you. I did hear a motion, I think. Do I have a second on that?
Second.
Do we have any public comment on this item?
We have no public expression on this item or the previous consent calendar.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, can we get a roll call vote?
Director Bragman,
Aye.
Director Kohler,
She's mute, Sharice.
You're on mute.
aye, Director Kohler. So I think you might have said aye, but you were on mute.
I am saying aye. We need to work on our Zoom protocols. I wasn't able to unmute myself, so we've got to work on that, guys.
Thank you. Sorry about that. Director Quintero,
Aye.
Director Russell,
Aye.
President Gibson,
Aye. Future agenda items.
Okay. Here we have the upcoming agenda items for this month. I did want to note that the next board meeting is currently calendared for June 23rd, and that was to accommodate AWWA. Typically, the third meeting would have been on June 16th. We could do what we did, given the situation we're under in May with Aqua. We went back to our regularly scheduled first and third. So if the board concurs, we could move this currently calendared meeting specifically from Tuesday, June 23rd, and have our regular bi-monthly Board of Directors meeting to June 16th.
That would be my
Anybody-
preference.
Any problem with that? I'm sorry, go ahead, Cynthia.
I was saying that would be
Yeah.
my preference since ACE isn't happening this year. And I think it's better for the public to keep our scheduled meetings as much as we can.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
well, okay, I mean,
I agree.
you're not saying that this has been put out already and we should leave it. You're saying we should go to the regular, the meeting we had scheduled since the beginning of the year. Yeah, okay, good. I agree. And I don't hear any objections.
Just for clarity, since the beginning of the year, we had it scheduled for June 23rd.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
So I think we have consensus, I believe, to move it to the 16th.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Sure.
okay, sounds good. Okay, I guess with that, I will adjourn to closed session.
Okay.